What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to Pokédex Quest Gen 2 with Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we took on the 8th and final gym of the Johto region, and in an unnecessarily roundabout fashion, earned ourselves, that's not the right button, our final gym badge. We have all 8. Now, all that's left is for us to make our way to the Pokemon League. But where is it, you may be wondering? Well, as Claire has just so informed us last time, we head south through Route 45, pretty much the last route of the Johto region we've yet to explore, and take that on down, all the way back down to Newbuck. Because you might be able to see right next to Newbuck, there's actually a little pathway going out toward the east there, and if we go out that way, that is where we'll find the Pokemon League. So, pretty much just got to make this a whole big round trip. So, we'll kick things off today by heading down Route 45 at last. Now, I've got Farfetch'd on hand because I'm going to need a flyer. Initially, I was going to box Marissa for a bit to give her a bit of a break, but I need her for Surf. So, unfortunately, I can have Blaze warming the bench for the time being, which is fitting because he's a fire type, but don't worry. He hasn't had any action at all since he evolved, but he's going to get some. Oh, he's going to get some. And he's still the second highest level of the party, so he's not missing out on too much, really. I got Koromar out front because I want him to be able to get as much experience as possible. Also, I put a couple things away in my bag. One thing I've kept out is this calcium, because I definitely want to use that on Marissa. Alright, and now, to Route 45. Mountain road ahead. Right, so Route 45. It's a bit of a lengthy one. And not just that, but the path splits. We have a path on the left, and we have a path on the right. And the path on the right splits again. A couple times. Now, every single path has items or trainers for us. So we're going to be going through this place a couple times. And then there's this cave right here. We're going to get into this later. Also, 2 new Pokemon for us to catch. Now, one of them can be caught no matter what time of day it is. The other one can only be caught during the morning or day. Luckily, I've still got nearly an hour and a half of daylight, so we are good. To that effect, I probably should have brought Niles. But that's okay. It's gonna be fine. We still have Mjolnir to paralyze things, so that's gonna be all fine. So I'm gonna kick things off by looking for these 2. Well, I wasn't expecting to run into one of you first. You're not what I'm looking for, but yeah, you can catch wild Donphan here. Donphan, the evolution of Phanpy. So you can actually catch its evolution in the route right next to where we found the babies. You know, that makes an incredible amount of sense. And now I think about it, it makes an incredible amount of sense for another Pokemon we're going to be catching a little later on. You know, normally I'd just run from this battle, but Koromar is about to level up, so I think I'll just take it out now and then get back to searching. Oh, Koromar can learn Confused Way as well. But I kind of have what I want for Koromar already figured out. It's still to learn Faint Attack pretty soon, so I'm going to keep Pursuit for the Dark type. Return is staying. And these 2, I already know I'm going to replace them with. So, Confused Ray, we won't. Again, I've got Confused Ray on Flandre. So, yeah, did I just... Yeah, that one. Anyway, moving on to Capture. In Pokemon. That didn't exactly come out right, did it? And first up to bat is this tank of a thing. This is Skarmory. Skarmory is still flying type, meaning double weakness against electric. But steel meaning, Jesus Christ, this thing can take some damage. Right. So how am I gonna go with this one? Actually, I have a solution. Now, eating this thing with a Thunder Shock right now is not going to be the greatest of ideas. Oh god, that's sand attack. I do have a lock on, so that could work. I am going to paralyze it now, and I'm just going to keep whacking it with Sonic Boom. That way I can safely take down its health without potentially killing the damn thing. So far, so good. Just a couple more of them, and we're primed for the catch. Agility. Agility and paralysis were not exactly a good combo in the first gen, because if a Pokemon used agility while it was paralyzed, it would negate the slowdown of paralysis and then increase the speed stat. At which point, pretty much the only benefit of having it being paralyzed was the fact that it had a 25% chance of not being able to move for a turn, which sucked. Luckily, that has been fixed. Thank God. Yeah, among many things that was broken in Gen 1. Wow, I'm only now realizing just how low on Pokeballs I am. Okay. Well, let's hope I don't waste all of these. Skarmory has a fairly low catch rate as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. And Mjolnir is about to level up as well. Well, here's what I see as the bright side of things. If I fail to catch a Skarmory in these 5 Ultra Balls, I can at least knock it out and get the experience I need to get Mjolnir to level 33. Always look on the bright side, folks. Always look on the bright side. That's what I try to do. Keyword there is try. Wow, 3 shakes in the first ball, and then it's just not giving up at all. Not giving me any headway whatsoever. I understand that Skarmory's catch rate is quite low, but seriously. That's just not mean. It's not mean. It's not nice. It is mean. It's not nice. What is wrong with my vocabulary? Everything, that's what. 1 Ultra Ball left. And it's gonna fail. I'm calling it now, it's gonna fail. I'm not even gonna get a single shake out of this. Told ya! Just my luck. Well, now I finally get to use Lock On for something. So now, after using Lock On, whatever our next move is, it will never miss. Hell yeah. And level 33, sweet. Well, that's a trip back to the mart. Ah, hello there! Here we have a bit of a newcomer as well, Gligar. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this thing is Flying Ground, which is a very interesting type combination, if I must say so. Now, being that it is, at least I'm pretty sure it's Part Ground. Yeah, it's Part Ground. Given that, I'm not going to be able to paralyze this thing, so I'm going to have to do this the hard way. Now, luckily, Karmara's attacking stats are still a little on the downside, so this should be relatively safe. Should. Now, I've gone and I've got myself 20 more Great Balls and 10 more Ultra Balls. That should do me. Should. No guarantees, but it's on the table. But that was not. Like, that kind of sucked, I must say so. Damn. Come on. And there we go. So, what do you have to say about Gligar, old Dexy boy? The Fly Scorpio Pokemon. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to say Fly Scorpion, but just ran out of text. But Scorpio is a really cool word. So, I like this as is. It builds its nest on It builds its nest. What is wrong with me today? It builds its nest on a steep cliff. When it is done gliding, it hops along to the ground back to its nest. Alrighty. So with that being done, and hello Gina. Do you have another stone for me? No, it's a rematch. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch Mjolnir into the front for the time being while I hunt for the Skarmory. Skarmory's encounter rate is pretty low out here as well, so I may be here for a little while longer yet. Alright. Didn't take too long, but still a bit of effort. Alright, so let's try this again. I think I had a good thing going earlier. I'll paralyze it. I'll hit it with a few sonic booms. And we'll see how we go from there. I think I only hit it with 3. Huh. Would I be able to get away with 4? Oh, do I want to take that risk? I don't think I do. I think I'll just start trying to catch it now. I'll see how it goes. I'm using lesser balls now, so not exactly expecting much. Something tells me that the process of catching this thing is probably going to be what takes the longest in this video. What I really should have done, I should have saved before I went looking for this thing. How can I reliably get it down into red health without knocking it out? See, I don't know the numbers behind that yellow, so I don't want to risk using Sonic Boom. Now, as a steel type, its resistance will be right up there. So, what if... It's the big if. What if I brought out Koromaru and I had him use Return? Would Return knock it out? I'm not sure about Pursuit because Dark is special, so I'm not too sure. I also can't quite remember if Steel resists Dark or not. I'm just gonna see how this goes. Oh. Okay. I think I can do one more of them. The only issue is, since I'm not using a set damage move anymore, I risk doing a critical. It's already in the red, so I'm gonna go from here. Alright. Come on, we got this. Obviously not, but we got this. I didn't buy 20 Great Balls just to use on one Pokemon. Well, okay, I mean, I used 2 on Gligar, but, you know. I don't know what's more frustrating to me. No shakes or 3 shakes? Because 3 shakes, see, like, it feels like it's getting my hopes up just to dash them all at the very tail end. But no shakes, it's like insulting me right from the get-go and just a slap in the face for even trying. Both of them are quite mean, I must say. Come on. We got this. Should I just switch to the Ultras now? One more Great Ball, and then I'll start using the Ultras. This has gotten me absolutely nowhere. Fan-tucking-fastic. Ultra Ball, go! Because the Great Balls weren't so great after all. Ah! Son of a bitch. Come on. You know you want to come along. Woo! Right. Hopefully nothing else in this video will take quite as much effort. Skarmory, the Armor Bird Pokemon. Armor is misspelt. It should have a U in there. Dumb Americans. It's a joke. It's a joke, people. Maybe. It's the feathers that it sheds are very sharp. It is said that people once used the feathers as swords. I can believe that. Look at those things. Yikes. Alright, and with that, we are done with the catching. That is still the wrong menu. Why do I keep doing that? I'll switch Skarmory back into first. Do I bother healing him up? I mean, I could. Yeah, I'll be fine for the time being. Anyway, here we have our very first item. Elixir. Alright, and our first trainer. There's gonna be a few of these, so get comfy. Thank you, Rock Types, for your typically piss poor special defense. Hey Mom, what'd you buy this time? Oh, she bought another doll. Well, it's a good thing we're heading back toward Newbark so I can see what else I can decorate my room with. It better not be another Charmander doll. If it is, I'm burning this one. Not even joking. Seeing some Wartortles there. Oh, then again, we did see some trainers with Kanto starters in what was it? Union Cave. So maybe I shouldn't be too surprised, but the trainers do use them are pretty few and far between. Makes you wonder how readily available they must be. Alright, so I think here's another, yeah, that's another split in the path taking us over to the very right side. We're gonna keep going down the left. I'm gonna throw up a repel just in case. There we go. Alright. What else have we got? This. It's a nugget. I didn't miss an item, did I? There was an elixir. This was a nugget. Did we get the third item? There's a third on this path. Maybe it's down here. No, here it is. Revive! Alright. Did I? Yeah, I did. Just my short-term memory playing up again. Alrighty. I'll just take care of you anyway. Two criticals in a row. Damn it, Koromaru, you are feeling good today. Right. Coming down this way. we come to the end of Route 45. Because, just stepping over this way, here we are, back on Route 46. Which gives me the opportunity to finally fight this guy. This is not going to take long. And that does it for that. Now, Route 29 is just below us. But we're not going that way yet. Our eventual goal is indeed New Bark Town, but I want to finish everything I can up on Route 45 first. So, meet you guys back at the top. Alrighty. Now, for my next trick, I think I'll start going down the right. And by the right, I mean the middle. Another trainer. How's Karamara doing on that whole experience there? I'm half thinking, away from the level up, then I might give Jinx a little bit of fun. Yeah, I think that might work. I mean, Jinx has earned a little bit more screen time after saving our butts back in the last episode, so, yeah. What do you know? I got a little bit of use out of counter after all. Alright, Jinx. Time to move up to the front, old buddy, old pal. Now, let's keep on heading on. Now, down the most central path should be another item for us. Here it is. Max Potion. And I think that's the only real item down the central path here. That way it just leads... oh, there goes Repel. Not sure how much I'll need it from here on. And yeah... Hello! Alright, yeah, that way just leads back over to the left, so nowhere else to go but down. And that's it. We're down at the end again. Alright. Well... there's more to discover over there, but I think I'll look at all that when I go down the right path. So, one more trip back up, one more heal, and one more trip all the way back down, I suppose. Alright, so now to go down the very right. I'll throw that repel back up. I'm gonna need it. Alright, now, on this part down here, I think it's mainly just trainers. I don't think there's any real items down here, except down that very bottom corner that we've yet to discover. Anyway. I am just nailing them with the criticals today. What's going on? I'm very suspicious. Alright, down this way once again. And all the way over into the bottom rightmost corner. I've already fought you, haven't I? I have. Oh! Right, there are people who I can get phone numbers off. Okay. So, this guy here, Black Belt Kenji. Now, we can rematch him. And keep in mind what I'm saying, that it's impossible for him to chat much. We can rematch him, but only during certain times of the day. That time specifically is, well, around lunchtime. Between 12 and 12:59. If we rematch him and win, we can get a PP up. Also, there's a hiker on this route, Hiker Parry. We can also exchange those with him. We can also rematch against him, and if we win, we can get an iron. Also, in gold and silver, he will call us if there is a swarm of Marill. Yeah, so, yep, just yet another gold-silver exclusive swarm. Anyway, down into the very bottom rightmost corner. One more trainer. Well, Jinx just isn't getting his day, is he? Jesus Christ. There was really no need for that explosive behavior. I gotta stop doing this to myself. Have I fought you? Yes, I have. Anyway, now down in the bottom rightmost corner, we have a small pond. Of course, we can catch more Pokemon. This tree gives a mystery berry. Very nice. And one of the reasons why I needed to keep Marissa on me. In the middle of this pond, you can find a PP up. Alright, and that is everything on Route 45. Almost. I'm going to meet you guys back at the top one more time. There is one more part of Route 45 that I have yet to explore, and that is this cave. And in we go. It's Dark Cave! We're actually in a completely new section of Dark Cave. How about that? Now for this, I've brought back our old friend Bellsprout. Because, Flash. Now, Dark Cave is going to spit us back out on Route 46 as it did last time we were in here, so I don't really need Farfetch'd to fly me anywhere at the moment. What I do need, though, is to catch 2 more Pokemon in here. Now, one of them only appears in the morning and day, but you have a better chance of finding it during the day, and one of them only appears at night. So, I'm just going to kind of go through here as normal and see if I run into them before I get out of here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in here for us, if I'm not mistaken. There goes Repel's effect. And now that we're back inside a cave, I'm going to need to prepare for Zubats aplenty. That's not Switch. Mjolnir back in front so I can paralyze the new Pokemon once I find them. This item here, Revive. Right. So 2 more items for us to get in here. Over this way. Ah, there's one of the ones I'm after. This is Ursaring. Ursaring is the evolved form of the infamous Teddiursa. I'm still not going back to catch Teddiursa, but I am going to catch this thing. Now that I'm fine at this point of the game, I can put my plan of actually obtaining Teddiursa into effect. Ursaring does not run. You also have a decent enough chance of actually encountering one of these things during the daytime. I'm going to catch this, and then I'm going to throw it in the daycare with Ditto and just breed a Teddiursa that way. Because screw trying to catch one. Yes, my initial takes of the first few episodes did indeed traumatize me that much. I think I got Fan Attack. Fan Attack's a pretty good Dark type move. It never misses, ever. It's like a Dark type Swift. Alright, I think that'll do it for us, so we can start with the catching. Two and 3 and yes! We have our Ursaring, and therefore our Teddiursa. Ursaring, the Hibernate Pokemon. Although it has a large body, it is quite skilled at climbing trees. It eats and sleeps in the treetops. This thing is pretty damn powerful. As far as normal types go, you can do much worse than Ursaring. Ursaring is pretty damn good. I mean, what do you expect? It's a fucking bear. It's a bear. I mean, for one, that's just cool. For two, it's a bear. So, when I eventually get around to evolving everything and all that for the sake of completing the Pokédex proper, I will be throwing that in the daycare with a Ditto and getting my Teddiursa that way. I love workarounds like that. But, as for the other Pokemon to catch, I do need to switch it to nighttime. So, off we go. And now it is nighttime. Not that you'd be able to tell because we're in a cave, but trust me, it's nighttime. Now, up this way, I do believe, is the next item I want. I think. Yeah. Yeah, this way. You come over this way, and there's a guy up there. Just walk on up, and does this guy battle us, or is he just here? I'll talk to you. Sure. Why are you wearing sunglasses in a cave? It's one thing to wear your sunnies at night, but to wear them in a cave? What are you doing here? He's gonna give us our own sunnies, so, forget you okay. Well, I'm sure I'll forget I ever saw him here in the first place anyway, given my memory, but in the first place, we get the black glasses, which ups the power of dark-type moves. Something that may come in useful for, Koromaru later on, if I'm not outfitting with some kind of berry. Moving on. Now, is this the way I want to go? I want to be completely sure I know where I'm going, because one false move, and, well, I don't have Farfetch'd on me, so I'm going to have to put a little more effort into going and getting what I need to go all the way up to Blackthorn, and coming back in here, and I'll double check over on this side to make sure. Yes, this is what I'm after. TM13, this is Snore. Snore is an attacking move you use while you're asleep. Simple as that. So we have two attacking moves. We got Snore, which just straight up does damage, and Sleep Talk, which just selects any other random move you have while you're asleep and uses that. Yeah. Anyway. So we're pretty much at the end here, so I need to look for that other Pokemon. And here it is! Wobbuffet! Wobbuffet is an interesting Pokemon. If not only because of how just gosh darn derpy it is not a very offensive Pokemon. It's a more defensive Pokemon. It specializes in covering its own ass and counter-attacking. It is a countering Pokemon. Actually, it kind of makes sense with how it looks, because it looks kind of like, you know, its feet like sticking to the ground. You punch it, just, you know, bends back and then just flings back forward. What exactly am I thinking of? No, you get the idea. But yes, this thing mainly deals in taking the damage that you do to it and dishing it right back. Its specialties are Counter and Mirror Coat. It also has a lot of HP. So it's an interesting Pokemon to use. It also has Safeguard, but it already used that, so it doesn't really matter. And Safeguard didn't really do any good because it was paralyzed before I used it. Anyway, on to the catch. How we do. Good. We do good. And there's Wobbuffet. The Patient Pokemon. In order to conceal its black tail, it lives in a dark cave and only moves about at night. So, it's self-conscious about its tail? I mean, it does stand out from the rest of it. I mean, that's, you know, just a big black tail, while the rest of it's just full-on blue. I forgot to put my phone on silent once more. God damn, I keep doing that. Alright, but for anyone who heard that, guess that ringtone! Yeah! Anyway, we are now completely done here in Dark Cave. So, I'm gonna just throw this rappel back on up. And we'll hop down these ledges, and we'll see where it brings us. All the way back over to the end over near Violet City. So we surfed over this before. I don't have Niles to use Rock Smash, so I can't actually go out onto Route 46. That's okay though. Now we're out on Route 31. And getting through this place is not going to be too much trouble. Because it's pretty much just a straight shot. In any case, we'll be passing through Cherry Grove, so I'm going to pick Farfetch back up. And I'm going to meet you guys back in New Bark Town. Home sweet home once again. Well, first on the agenda, Elm said he had a little something for us. What you got, old Elm? His research is apparently going fantastic, even though I haven't really done anything. But, in return for whatever it is we did, he'll give us the Master Ball. Yes, the Master Ball. It's a very, very special Pokeball. It is the best Pokeball. It'll catch any Pokemon without fail. And in this gen, we mean it. What I mean by that is that, technically, how the Master Ball works is it uses a multiplier on a Pokemon's catch rate, much like most Pokeballs do. Regular Pokeball is times 1, Great Ball times 1.5, Ultra Ball times 2, so on and so forth. The Master Ball, how it technically works, is that it multiplies the catch rate by 255. Which, in pretty much every case, should mean that it is guaranteed to catch. Except in Gen 1. Because of a very slight little coding flub up. See, normally when it calculates this stuff, it counts between 0 and 255, you know, as per usual. But sometimes the number can reach 255, and if it does, well, then the Master Ball would actually fail. Because these guys were apparently such novices in coding that they were looking for everything less than 255 instead of everything less than or equal to 255. If it wasn't for that flub up, then not only would the Master Ball never fail, but we also wouldn't have the 1 in 256 glitch, well, what is known as the 1 in 256 glitch, in which moves that should have 100% accuracy do have a 1 in 256 chance of missing. I don't know why they call it a glitch when it's clearly just a coding flub up, but yeah, that's how that little thing works. But the most important thing right now is that we have a Master Ball. That is going to come very, very much in handy. Now, the Pokemon League is out to the east. So I'm going back to the west. Because there's more stuff to do, damn it. But what to do first? That's the big question now, isn't it? Well, I think I'm going to have a bit of a run around. And just see what it is I run into. Hi! Didn't, Ralph! No, I don't want to no! No. Only call me for Quillfish. We've been over this before. But yes, as it turns out, here's yet another place we can find Suicune. That's... that just so happens to give me an idea. We've got pretty much nothing else to do except, you know, head over to the Pokemon League and maybe one other thing, but there is a certain loose end that we have yet to take care of. Oh yes, these things. Now, if you may recall, earlier on in the Let's Play, the very first time we entered Ecruteak's Burn Tower, we came across a particular trio of Pokemon. we also ended up waking up that trio and setting them loose out into the world. Whether or not it's a good thing, we're still running the numbers on that one. But, point is, they've been roaming around the entire Johto region all this time. You'll also recall that, a few episodes after that, I ended up running into one of them by complete chance. Entei. But, didn't exactly get a chance to capture him. There are still 2 more of these beasts completely unaccounted for. We're gonna hunt them down. It's time for some legendary hunting! Oh boy! And to think that we're kicking off our first round of legendary hunting with, with a particular concept that is totally not annoying and totally not hated by many a player of the series. Roaming legendary Pokemon. So basically, what roaming legendary Pokemon means, and I'll go into this for like the 3rd time already, is that once these Pokemon are set loose, they could show up just about anywhere in the entire region. 2 of the legendary beasts, Entei and Raikou, are doing just that. They are running around the entire region and can appear in any route that has grass on it. And they don't sit still. They move when you move. If you move into an adjacent area, they move to an adjacent route. If you fly somewhere, they'll move somewhere completely random. If you're playing Gold and Silver, Suicune is also added into the mix, but Suicune's on the box art for this game and has been leading us around in one hell of a game of tag. So, yeah, let's just say Suicune's getting a little bit of the special treatment on this one. Finding the damn things is a trial. Catching them is just as much of a trial. There's a reason why no one really likes the concept of these things, and we're not even at the worst of it in the series yet. This is just the beginning. So as we've been clearly able to see, as I go into the Pokédex for like the 4th time already, we've seen Entei already, and that was like a complete stroke of luck. I'm actually very lucky I ran into one of these things when I did, so I can properly show this off. The fact that, when you run into it by complete accident, it gets marked in your Pokédex as seen. And what happens when it gets marked in your Pokédex as seen? The Pokédex can then show you where to find it. So, luckily, there is a way to track these things. Unluckily, you have to find them first. Then you can track them. And we're still missing one. Suicune again is an entirely different beast, and we'll be dealing with that one a little later on. Not too far into the future, actually, but we're still going to find Raikou. So how the hell are we going to go about that when we don't even know where it is? Well, take into account what I said before about how these Pokemon move around. When you move to an adjacent location, they move to an adjacent route. When you fly somewhere, they move to somewhere completely random. Now, to set up for this, I don't even really have the best setup for it, but it's the best one I can do at the moment. I got Marissa in first because since she outlevels Flandre by a bit, she's actually the fastest on my team at the moment. I got Farfetch for Fly, and I got Niles for something else. I'm not even sure if it's gonna work properly, but, you know, we'll try it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fly to Mahogany Town, and there's a few ways of going about this. One method that a lot of people like to do is they like to find a place where 2 or more routes directly interconnect. The best place for that would be routes 35, 36, and 37. You can just keep going between these 3, and maybe you'll be able to find it. Here's the thing though. These legendary beasts are actually kind of smart. And it sucks. The game knows when you are specifically looking for them. And the beasts are coded to avoid you if it picks up on that. If you keep going through the same couple of routes over and over and over again, they'll know. And you'll have an exponentially lower chance of them appearing in one of those areas. The best thing for you to do is to cycle through a few areas and then fly off somewhere else to reset the cycle and try to find it again that way. One particular strategy I've found we'll be trying out now. So first off, we'll fly over to Mahogany here. And also in the setup for this, I've gotten myself a lot more Ultra Balls. And as many Super Repels as I could buy. I sold off that nugget and bought all this stuff. Mum's still got plenty of money for us at home, I'm sure. So, we're not really starving for money, but it should be noted that I am down to just $43. Anyway, we're here in Mahogany, and I'm going to be moving out here to Route 42. I should throw up one of these repels. Next thing I'm going to do, jump my bike, and I'm just going to circle around in the grass for a little bit. Now, we put up the repels because the legendary beasts are at level 40. So, take into account the general rule that you won't run into any Pokemon lower than the member of your party out in front. And yeah, so basically go into this with a Pokemon at around just less than level 40 so you don't run into anything else but them. This should be just enough time because if it was here we probably would have run into it by now. So, what's the next step? Alright, next up we're going to be flying somewhere else to try and see if we can get a different cycle going on. So I'm going to be flying to Violet City. Now for my next trick, I'm going to be doing something very similar. I'm going to be heading out to the west of Violet City onto Route 36. Now throw up another repel. This does work better with max repel so you're not running out of them so much. And we're going to keep circling around here, hoping that it shows up. It should be noted that there's every chance that Entei could turn up as well, since I've already seen that one too. Where is he at the moment? Oh, he's all the way out there. Great. Just great. Like I said, hunting for these things is quite the trial. But just going around into these areas, trying to find one. Yeah. So, the basic idea of this strategy is to pretty much just keep going in a cycle like this. Just to fly to Mahogany, go out to Route 42, search around for like 20 seconds or so. If you don't find it, fly to Violet, do the same thing on Route 36. Another thing that I've heard works wonders is to actually... And I'll start by flying to Ecruteak first. That's Azalea. Fly to Ecruteak first, and we'll start our search on Route 37 instead. And if we've got no real luck here, then we'll move on down to Route 36 and pretty much do the same as we did before. And if you got no real luck there, and I should have mentioned that it's best to have a Pokemon with Cut in your party, thank god I still got Farfetch'd. We can then move on down to Route 35 and cut our way through this tree. You want to have something with Cut so you can completely skip around the national park, because that's another area you got to go through, and that's a chance where you could actually miss them going through if they just keep on moving to the adjacent areas, like I said before. So, we'll search around in here as well. Aha! Is this Raikou or Entei? It's Entei! But, you get the idea. The basic idea is to just keep going to different areas and trying to reset this cycle as much as you can to increase your chances of you running into them on the exact same route. Now, I was hoping to catch up with Raikou first, but here we have Entei. Now, catching these things, again, is as much of a trial as actually finding them. The reason for that, as you may know if you recall when I ran into this thing in the first place, is that they run. And it's not something like, you know, Teddy Ursa where they'll run 50% of the time every turn. No, they'll try to run 100% of the time. Now, Marissa's the fastest on my team, so let's see if I can outspeed it. Alright, I can deal some damage to it at least. Now, damage you do to it will stay. Don't knock it out, don't knock it out, don't knock it out! Marissa, that was perfect! Marissa, that was perfect! I am saving my game right now. So, the damage you deal should carry over to the next time we fight Entei. I know for a fact that status conditions don't carry over. In this generation, at least. In future generations, they do, unless that's some misinformation again. I don't know. There's some reliable sources get some things wrong sometimes, apparently, as I've learned with the whole headbutt fiasco, but damage should stay. With that being said, we've done that much damage to Entei, and he would have run off somewhere else by now. Yeah, all the way over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly back on up to Mahogany Town and see where it's ended up. Now, I'm still not going to hunt Entei specifically just yet, because I do still want to find Raikou as well. If I can at least find Raikou once so I can, you know, actually hunt it down properly, then it'll make things a little easier for me in the long run. So, Entei, where have you ended up this time? All the way down there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of repeat this cycle. I'm kind of combining two strategies here to see how it works. Because one strategy is to, again, just come out here onto Route 42, search for a bit, then go down to Violet City, search on Route 36 for a bit, then fly back up here. While the other one is to fly to Ekritik, cycle through from 37 to 36 to 35, and then fly back up to Ekritik, because it should reset the cycle just fine, because you're using more than just 2 routes. Also, it should be said, your chances on that one will be a little better if you go in and out of the Pokemon Center as well. That may help with trying to reset the cycle. So, I'm going to keep doing all this, and we'll see what happens next. And why, hello again, Entei! Okay, yes, its health is still at that level. Alright, so since I am... Or maybe... I'm going to need to check the levels of the wild Pokemon around here so I can put Niles up front. Because he may be an integral part of actually being able to catch these things. Maybe. Maybe. Can't know for sure yet. Alright. I'll start throwing Ultra Balls and see how we go. No telling how this is going to turn out. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh well. Well, I saved my game right after I put it down to that critical health anyway, so it should still have the health when I reload, which I'm going to have to do because I'm nearly out of repels and I don't have much more money. Anyway, back to the hunt. Is it Entei or is it Raikou? It's Entei again. Okay. So, here's why I brought Niles. Niles still remains to be the only Pokemon I have that has Hypnosis. But Niles is only level 22 and has no hope of outspeeding one of these legendary beasts. However, fleeing, I don't think actually has priority over anything. Actually, no, it doesn't. We just checked that before when I used Surf. Yeah, so flee doesn't have priority. So, theoretically, I should be able to get Hypnosis in first if I can proc an activation of Quick Claw, because I have the Quick Claw equipped to Niles right now, so there's no guarantee it's going to work every time anyway, because that's how Quick Claw works, but let's see how it goes. So obviously not that time. But that's the idea. Ultimately, the best thing that we can do right now for a Pokemon with the best chance of actually being able to help us catch those things is, believe it or not, Jinx. A Jinx that we can catch in the Ice Path right now will already have the move Lovely Kiss, which is their sleeping move. Level it up to level 35, it'll learn Mean Look, which will trap the Pokemon in battle so they can't flee. Now, legendary Pokemon also know the move Roar, so they can still eject themselves that way, but, you know, that's what Lovely Kiss is for. Now, Jinx is not the fastest Pokemon in the world, but a few uses of Carbo should fix that, and if it's level 35 to 40, you may be able to get lucky on that front. Making Jinx a pretty good Pokemon to actually round these things up, if you can level it up that much. I don't have that kind of patience. I mean, I kind of do, but it's very selective. Oh. Raikou! There you are, you really fast son of a bitch, you. All I had to do was fly to Violet, and there it was right there. Now, Raikou is the fastest of the legendary beasts, meaning it's gonna be the hardest to outspeed to try and put it to sleep or what have you. Fuck that! Master Ball, go! Yeah. Roaming legendaries are the prime candidates to use the Master Ball on. That is the same throughout every generation where roaming legendaries are a thing. So if you're going to use the Master Ball on something, use it on a roaming legendary. Now, of course, there are two of them. But given that Raikou is going to be the hardest to outspeed, it's probably the one you want to use it on. Now, there's still a few more legendaries aside from these two roaming encounters that we can find, but they stay put, so we can deal with that. Plus, they don't have infinite PP like they did last time, so they're not going to go the same way as Mewtwo. Anyway, Raikou, the Thunder Pokemon. This rough Pokemon stores energy inside its body, then sweeps across the land, shooting off electricity. Very, very cool Pokemon. Now, all I need to do is find Entei and we're good. Well, find him and attempt to catch him. Which, there's no guarantee I can, but damn it, I can try. Alright. So, now that Raikou is a non-issue, I can now focus entirely on hunting down Entei. Which, now, hunting them down when you know where they are, not exactly the hardest thing in the world, believe it or not. Well, I mean, if you know where they are, then yeah. In any case, just to reset the cycle a little bit, I'm gonna fly back into Violet City. Go in and out of the Pokemon Center, and we'll see exactly where Entei has ended up. All the way over there. Right. Now, considering that if it moves to an adjacent route when we do, we may be able to catch it if we move up to Route 37. Basically, depending on where it is, there are prime spots for you to just ride to and see if it shows up there. So, for that particular scenario, we do want to ride up toward Route 37 and see if that's where it shows up. So we'll head on up there. And see if we can catch it here. No, it's gone the other way. I find Violet City to be usually a pretty good vantage point of sorts. Because a lot of places it can turn up. Exiting from Violet City to try to, try and run into it normally works out pretty well. So where are you this time, Entei? You're down that way. So I should be able to just move out to Route 31 and see if I can find you there. So by this point, you kind of get the logic of, coming back here and seeing where it turns up and trying to run into it that way. So, I'll be back when I finally run into the damn thing. Now, I'm aware that's relying on Quick Claw to get me to try and pull off a Hypnosis faster. It's not exactly reliable, but I don't exactly have much else going for me. Alright. Quick claw. Yes! Damn it! Right. Now, with its health where it is, I wonder how feasible it'll be to just try as an Ultra Ball. Probably not very. But it may be just maybe the best thing I have, because my only other alternative right now is hoping that Quick Claw activates and Hypnosis doesn't miss. And I don't like my luck. So I'll just try the Ultra Ball again. We'll see how it goes. One shake. Well, if it's any consolation, we do appear to be making progress. I think. How many attempts has this been? 4? 5? I don't know. Who's counting? Not me, obviously. Nope. One would think that the smart thing to do would be to wait a little while until Flandre learns Mean Look. By that point... Oh no, wait. No, by that point I think she'd be over level 40. Yeah, maybe scratch that one. Try Hypnosis again, or just go for the Ultra Ball? Yeah, I'll try for the Ultra Ball again, why not? I mean, my situation really can't get any better, honestly. Didn't think so. You know, for legendary Pokemon, like ferocious beasts even, you guys are awfully timid. Alright. Come on, Quick Claw. Why not? Why not? Why didn't it affect it? Why? So apparently this thing has insomnia before abilities were even a thing. So maybe my best bet is to just keep throwing Ultra Balls at it. It's not like I've got any better ideas. You know, I mean, other than getting that Jinx. But let's say I did have the patience to get that Jinx out of the box, level it up to like 35 or so. I'd still need to feed it like 10 carbos or something like that. Don't exactly have that kind of money. I mean, Mum might have that kind of money, but I don't want to use it all on carbos. I mean, I've got other preparations to make. There's still a Pokemon League to fight, for fuck's sake. Alternatively, another Pokemon that could possibly learn Mean Look is the Ghastly line. And, you know, once they get up in levels, those guys are naturally pretty fast. But I'd still have to train them a fair bit. Like a fair bit. Like, yikes. Back to one shake, I see. Yeah, I'm not taking that as a good sign or anything. But, I can dream, damn it. Iced coffee! With 3 shots of coffee in it. Well, ain't that just fucking helpful? Ah. Okay, enough. That's actually really good shit. Drink iced coffee, people. It's probably not good for you, but fuck, it's delicious. How many attempts has this been? Yeah, no, I lost count a long time ago. That's alright. I'm sure Saki has probably put up a counter or something just to make fun of me, as she likes to do. Yeah. Seriously, Entei looks mean as hell. Like, that looks like the kind of thing that you do not want to fuck with. Yet, it's the thing that's running away. Not sure I get it, but, yeah. You know, in hindsight, maybe this wasn't the best idea to do at this point in the video, because by my last count in the stopwatch, I'd already done like 40 minutes, so I should really only like have like 10 more minutes of content, which I'm sure I've gone over by this point. Because, it's me. But no, I just had to go legendary hunting now. Well, it's a good thing this is a weekend series when, you know, hour-long videos would be somewhat acceptable. Kind of. I mean, that wasn't the entire point. Just jam more content in! Strap yourselves in for a weekend of fun. I still got a rappel up. Yikes. Just overload your mind with content. So much content. Content that I am now blurting out by the fact that I am still talking when I should be cutting. If it means keeping the video length down just a little bit. But no, of course, I'm still talking. Which doesn't really matter now because we're in Entei again anyway. Yeah. Should I try Hypnosis again? I'm not sure that I should. Nah. Go Ultra Ball again. Yes! Yes! Guys, it took me less time to catch Entei than it took to catch Abra in Pokemon Yellow. That is fucking astounding. Entei, the volcano Pokemon. This brawny Pokemon courses around the earth, spouting flames hotter than a volcano's magma. Ah. Ah. That is liberating. I thought I was going to be here for so much longer. And you know, I was prepared for it. Like, given, like, the general nature of roaming legendaries, I was well and truly prepared to be here for a long time. So, I wasn't getting as frustrated as I was with Abra, or with Midas River. Because I didn't expect those to take as long as they did, but I expected this to take hours. I have not been here for hours. I haven't even been here for an hour. That would have been like 30 to 45 minutes at most. God damn. I actually managed to catch the damn thing. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm sure this video has, as I was saying before, is a much extended length than usual. But, hey, again, it's a weekend video, so, deal with it. It's also my choice. But anyway, we've had a bit of excitement in this video, haven't we? I mean, we've cleared out pretty much the last route of the entire Johto region, and we caught Entei and Raikou. So we're doing pretty good. Now, we're not going after Suicune right away. Like I said, Suicune is a special case here in Crystal. In Gold and Silver, you're gonna be doing the same thing all over again. And you only get one Master Ball per save file, so good luck with that. Seriously though, use it on Raikou. But Suicune, again, special case. So we're going to be going after it sometime later on. But what I have planned for next episode is actually right over here. Because now that we have both Waterfall and Whirlpool, actually I don't think we even need Whirlpool, just Waterfall even. We can now fully explore Mount Mortar. And it is quite a dungeon in there. There's a lot of stuff in there. Hey Ralph. Quillfish, Quillfish, Quillfish. Give me Quillfish. No! Damn it, Ralph! Anyway, yes, it is quite an expansive cave inside Mountain Water, so we're going to be spending quite a bit of time in there. But again, saving that for next time, as we've probably been here for like an hour already. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, guys, my name is Mega, and I'll see you guys later.